back to another video. This time we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Price is hovering at 96,000 and we'll draw some key levels where price has reacted. We'll start off with the last few months towards the end of November to where price currently is, and what I want to draw is a couple of horizontal lines just to outline the range that we're actually operating in. So I'll make that a little bit bigger. We're in a trading range between 90 and 108 where it topped out, and drawing momentum trend lines really isn't working at this phase of where we are in terms of price. We can see that it hasn't stuck towards a trend line. If I were to draw a tighter trend line here, then we can see that we have already broken that trend line and now consolidating. We're either consolidating for either another push up or another push down. So from a regular TA perspective, the trend line that's pretty much in play is the one that began from October. Let's switch on EngineeringRobo to have a look at what that is telling us. So looking at the dashboard, we have a -5 or a red 5 where the social sentiment isn't great for Bitcoin. We are still bullish on the weekly and the smaller time frames, but currently bearish on the actual daily. We've had an AI sell signal around the $93,365 mark. Price is moving upwards, but we can see a major resistance around the $101,000 or $102,000 price range. So the candles themselves are red. We're kind of in a negative sentiment. We can see that on the massive push up, the candles were green, a lot of volume going into there, and we did have a take profit signal by EngineeringRobo printed around the 97,500 price point. The AI sell signal has been triggered and the volumes are not looking good for Bitcoin at the moment. If I take off the TA lines, they're very close to what EngineeringRobo has printed from a support and resistance perspective. Price is above 91,000. That's a key level that it needs to stay above. But then we've got resistance around 102,000, as mentioned before. If I switch on some other parameters, secondary confirmations around the price point of where we currently are, what I like to do is have a quick look at the hodl line. Are we underneath or above the hodl line? And then we'll move on to the cloud to see where we are in terms of a cloud perspective. So it's crunching over 1,500 lines of code, and we can see we're right in the mid price point of the hodl line. This is a number of different calculations, not your general moving average. It's something that we can really depict by looking at it flatlining. Usually we see consolidation. If price remains above the hodl line, with some confidence we can push up. But right now, I'm not too positive on the Bitcoin price. We've seen massive liquidity voids around this area. I'll quickly draw that out for you. And again, this huge area between 90,000 and even as low as 60,000 is potentially regarded as a healthy pullback before another leg up. So definitely bearish. EngineeringRobo is telling us that we're bearish, and these support lines really need to hold for us to have any bullish momentum. What would I do if I was or was not in a trade? So if I was in a trade, I would be considering taking some profits right now. We've had the AI take profit signal printed by EngineeringRobo. We've also had the AI sell signal here. So we're continually monitoring to see if price will break below 90,000, and the next resistance line is around the 82,800 mark or 82,500. So these are the lines of interest. I'll quickly draw them on here so that we've got price points, and then we can switch off EngineeringRobo. So yeah, hopefully you like that quick update to orientate ourselves where we are in the crypto market. I'll do one for Ethereum because that has a massive impact in terms of altcoins. So key areas we want to look for is 90,000 or 102. We're kind of in that range at the moment, but then the next support level is around the 82,000 mark.